We used to say we would not ever have a garden.
Used to. But for the past 30 years, Bob and Bobby Dunn of Otisville have had a different outlook.
Flowers everywhere, and that's the way I want it. They start to come up like weeds came up at first. Then we started getting perennials.
And then we transplant. And I just say it's out of this world. It's so beautiful.
Having spent their early years in Mississippi, Bob and Bobby each learned the value of hard work.
I don't never wear out a chair until the day I'll sit in this one.
They've taken that work ethic and put it into their flower garden.
It takes a lot to keep them going. But we feel that it's worth it, just to get to enjoy them.
We work out about 3 hours
a day.
2 or 3 days a week.
And it certainly has its benefits.
That gives us exercise.
This is our gym.
But for them, it goes beyond the physical.
We always say this is food for the soul.
They both share the same love for flowers as they do each other.
We just love one another. We love our flowers, so it just all fits in together,
You have to love a man that loves flowers.
My favorite today is...
I like the old-fashioned kind of flowers. Okay. Daisies, dogwood, zinnias.
And they enjoy the wildlife that comes as a result of their labor.
Turkeys and deer.
Birds.
Yeah. And we have the red squirrels, and it's great for the birds. And they also, the seeds fall and transplant themselves, really.
A little bit of fertilizer and God does the rest.
Bob and Bobby plan to continue to keep their flower garden full and beautiful as long as they can.
I always say no empty space in my yard. If something dies, I fill it in right away.
And like their garden, they feel they've lived their lives together to the fullest.
It's been a joy being around there all these years.
I love our life. We have a
do.
peaceful life.
Factory One is where carriage maker Billy Durant first thought of creating an automotive empire that became General Motors. In recent months, GM added new windows to the building that look like they did more than 100 years ago. But what to do with the interior?
We plan to create a modern archive to house the automotive collection currently located at Kettering University. It makes total sense to create a world-class archive people can come to and study the history of this great industry in this great town.
The archives contain pictures, documents, and articles that tell the story of General Motors and all its ups and downs through the years.
This really is a special place. This, with Kettering's help, to create the world's most extensive automotive archive is a historic opportunity.
The automaker has already spent $3 million on Factory One and plans to spend several million more. The west wing of the building will be renovated to house classic vehicles. The upstairs will be converted to classrooms and laboratories to encourage children to study science, engineering, and technology.
It's a big deal, and it's a big project, and it's right here in Flint.
General Motors was born here, so they're recognizing and honoring the history of the corporation and its legacy in Flint.
The Flint Fire Department says the fire at Theta Xi likely started in a grease trap in the kitchen. Their house is on Sunset Drive near University Avenue. The kitchen is a complete loss and there is smoke damage to the rest of the home. Thankfully, firefighters tell us no one was hurt.